Number 1. The 1985 Dodge D150 regular cab long bed, listed at $9,000, located in Geneva, New York. We're starting off with a classic Dodge pickup that's tough to come by in this kind of condition. This is a 1985 Dodge D150 Royal SE, equipped with the Prospector package. As a D model, it's a two-wheel drive truck, but it's fitted with a limited slip rear end, giving it extra traction when you need it most. With just 71,166 miles on the odometer, this Dodge runs and drives strong. The seller mentions only a couple of known issues. The speedometer isn't currently working, and the engine fan is loose and wobbles, meaning it'll need replacement. Beyond those minor fixes, the truck is said to be mechanically solid and reliable. This D150 has been with its current owner for about 9 years, originally purchased out of Illinois. Like many classic trucks, it does have some minor surface rust and a few small holes around the wheel wells. But overall, the body and frame are in great shape considering it's nearly 40 years old. Inside, it's equipped with a Royal SE trim, giving you upgraded touches compared to the base models. And with the Prospector package, it carries extra appeal for Dodge enthusiasts who know how rare these trucks are becoming. The odometer was still turning when the truck was last driven regularly about 4 years ago, which gives some reassurance about its mileage history. This pickup isn't just a driver. It's also a piece of Dodge history. It's the kind of truck you can take to local shows, daily drive with little maintenance, or preserve as part of a classic Mopar collection. At $9,000, the seller is open to offers, but isn't looking for trades. If the ad is still up, that means the truck is still available. For anyone after a vintage Dodge pickup that hasn't been abused, this 1985 Dodge D150 Royal SE with the Prospector package is definitely worth a closer look. Number 2. The 1985 Chevrolet K30, listed at $8,995, located in Greenbrier, Arkansas. This isn't just any old Chevy pickup. This is a true military-grade truck, known as the M1008 CUCV, built by GM for U.S. military service back in the 1980s. This particular example has some local history, too. It was retired from duty with a Romance, Arkansas Fire Department before making its way into private hands. With just 74,500 miles on the odometer, this Chevy K30 has seen far less use than most civilian trucks of its era. The seller notes that it's very solid, with no significant rust to speak of, making it a great foundation for either continued use or restoration. Mechanically, it's powered by the rugged 6.2-liter Detroit diesel engine, paired with a TH400 automatic transmission and heavy-duty 14-bolt rear end. It's a true 4x4 with manual locking hubs, built to handle tough conditions. Recently, the truck has been treated to fresh maintenance, including new glow plugs, new batteries, new tires, and a fresh oil change, so it's ready to get back on the road. There are a few tasteful upgrades already in place. A manual glow plug control, the reliable doghead relay mod, and a set of Super 10 mufflers that give it a throatier sound. It also comes equipped with a fuel transfer tank and an in-bed toolbox, adding some practicality for anyone looking to put it to work. The seller does mention it could benefit from a new drag link to tighten up the steering, but aside from that, it's said to run and drive well. As with many trucks of this type, the asking price is firm at $8,995, and the seller makes it clear, no trades and no deliveries. For someone who appreciates military history and wants a truck built to outlast just about anything, this 1985 Chevrolet K30 M1008 offers durability, character, and local Arkansas Fire Department heritage, all wrapped into one heavy-duty package. Number 3. The 1985 Chevy Silverado C20, listed at $17,000, located in Liberty Hill, Texas. This classic Chevy Silverado represents a heart of 1980s American truck, designed, rugged, practical, and built to last. The C20 long bed model offered here is a clean example, with the body reported to be in great shape and no major rust issues to worry about. The seller says it starts and runs great, thanks to a rebuilt engine with just 50,000 miles on it since the overhaul. Inside, the truck has been refreshed with a number of modern touches and upgrades for comfort. You'll find ceramic window tint to keep the cab cool, a brand new Bluetooth radio with upgraded speakers, a fresh headliner, new custom interior door panels, and new seat belts to help with heat and sound. The floorboards were coated with lizard skin and paired with a heat shield underneath. On the outside, the long bed is protected with a painted-on bed liner and dressed up with chrome diamond plate bed rails and a matching tailgate cap. Chrome lock strips on the front and rear windows complete the classic look. It rides on a set of all-terrain tires with plenty of tread left, ready for work or weekend cruising. Mechanically, this Silverado has received extensive maintenance and new parts in recent years. The list includes a Napa starter, fresh spark plugs and wires, new battery cables, valve gaskets, thermostat, exterior side window seals, flywheel, oil pan gasket, dash circuit panels, transmission seal, shocks at all four corners, new belts, and a new driver's side brake caliper, along with fresh brakes all around. The antenna has been relocated under the dash, the horn button has been serviced, and some vacuum hoses replaced. Even the driver's side window motor is new. On top of that, the carburetor was resealed less than 100 miles ago, giving it reliable performance. All in all, this is a well-kept and thoroughly refreshed example of a square-body Chevy truck. With its long list of new parts, rebuilt motor, clean body, and thoughtful upgrades, this 1985 Chevy Silverado C20 offers both vintage style and dependable driving, all for $17,000 in Liberty Hill, Texas. Number 4. The 1979 GMC Sierra 1500, listed for $16,000, located in Cold Lake, Alberta. This isn't your average late 70s GMC. It's a one-of-a-kind project truck that's already running strong and ready to drive, while still giving you the freedom to put your own finishing touches on it. The seller calls it a fuel-injected, drive-anywhere, do-anything pickup. And that's exactly what it is. What makes the Sierra so special is a level of personal craftsmanship that went into building it. The seller says they started with nothing but a bare frame, and every single fastener, wire, and line was installed by hand. The only work that wasn't personally performed was the body work. That kind of dedication means you're getting a truck built with true attention to detail. Under the hood, it's powered by a small block Chevy board to 4.040, giving 357 cubic inches of displacement. It's fitted with piston rings gapped for power adders, Edelbrock E-Street aluminum cylinder heads, an Edelbrock Performer EPS intake manifold, and a Lunati Voodoo flat tappet camshaft. The cam is mild, perfect for a smooth idle, excellent vacuum, and solid drivability. Ignition comes from a Streetfire HEI distributor, and it runs a serpentine belt system pulled from a mid-90s GM pickup. Fuel is delivered by a Holley Sniper fuel injection system with an AEM inline pump. Modern tech for dependable performance. The power is backed by a TH350 transmission and 2.73 highway gears in the stock GM 10-bolt rear end. That gearing makes it a fantastic cruiser, whether you're taking it down the highway, running errands, or showing it off at the next meet. With only about 3,000 kilometers on the build, this Sierra runs awesome. It's not a restored showpiece. It's a cool, drivable project that's already built with the right parts and ready for the road. For $16,000 or best offer in Cold Lake, Alberta, This 1979 GMC Sierra 1500 is a chance to own a square body with modern reliability and endless potential. Number 5. The 1992 Ford F250 Super Cab XLT, lists at $5,200, located in Hogansville, Georgia. If you're in the market for a reliable workhorse with some classic character, this 92 F250 might be exactly what you're looking for. It's got that old-school Ford toughness, powered by the legendary 460 cubic inch V8, paired with an automatic transmission, and showing just under 199,000 miles. For a truck built to last, that's plenty of life left. This is the Super Cab model, so you get extra space behind the front seats. Perfect for hauling gear, tools, or even a couple of passengers when you need to. It runs and drives strong, with the heater working great to keep you warm in the colder months. And best of all, it's priced with value in mind. Of course, with a classic truck like this, there are a few quirks. The air conditioning isn't working at the moment. It might just need the belt put back on. The passenger window doesn't roll down, likely due to a bad motor. But these are relatively small fixes for someone looking to put a little love into a dependable old pickup. Included in the deal are 2 sets of wheels. The set currently on the truck, plus an extra set shown in the last photo. That gives you flexibility, whether you want to keep it working hard on the farm, set it up as a daily driver, or start turning it into a weekend project. You've got options. Located in Hogansville, Georgia, about 50 miles south of Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, this F250 is being sold as is, ready for the next owner to appreciate its potential. For just $5,200, it's a solid classic Ford pickup that can still get the job done. Number 6. The 1982 Toyota Long Bed Pickup, listed at $7,500, located in Boring, Oregon. Here we have a truck that perfectly represents Toyota's reputation for building reliable, efficient, and long-lasting machines. This is a 1982 Toyota Long Bed Pickup with a diesel engine and a 5-speed manual transmission. With just over 200,000 miles on the odometer, this little truck still has plenty of life left to give, especially considering Toyota's legendary durability from this era. Let's talk about what makes this pickup so special. First off, it's a diesel. That means better fuel economy, lower operating costs, and the kind of longevity that gas engines from this time simply couldn't match. It's described as super fun to drive and very peppy, which is impressive for a compact truck of its age. Pair that with a 5-speed manual gearbox, and you get the kind of control and driving experience that truck enthusiasts really enjoy. The long bed adds another layer of practicality. Whether you're hauling tools, lumber, camping gear, or just about anything else, you'll appreciate the extra room in the back. And because it's a Toyota from the early 80s, you can bet it was built with a focus on function and reliability. These trucks earn a reputation for being nearly indestructible, often outlasting their owners with nothing more than basic maintenance. Another key detail is that this particular pickup comes from an estate sale. That usually means it belonged to someone who held on to it for years, and in many cases, that's a good sign of careful ownership. Trucks like this aren't easy to find anymore, especially unmodified examples that still reflect their original character. Collectors, enthusiasts, and practical buyers all know that early Toyota pickups, especially the diesel long bed models, are highly desirable. They have a devoted following worldwide because of their simplicity, toughness, and efficiency. This truck isn't just transportation. It's a piece of automotive history that continues to deliver value decades after it rolled off the assembly line. If you're looking for a dependable daily driver, a farm truck with excellent mileage, or even a retro project to restore and show off, this 1982 Toyota long bed deserves your attention. Priced at $7,500 and located in Boring, Oregon, it's ready for its next adventure and a new owner who appreciates everything a classic Toyota pickup has to offer. Number 7. The 1989 Ford Ranger XLT long bed. Priced at $10,500, located in Canal Winchester. Here's a truly rare find in today's market. A 1989 Ford Ranger XLT long bed with just 53,600 original miles. That's right. This isn't an odometer rollover. It's genuine mileage on a truck that's more than 3 decades old. Powered by a dependable 2.9-liter V6 engine paired with an automatic transmission and rear-wheel drive, this Ranger represents one of Ford's most reliable compact pickups of its era. Let's take a closer look at what makes this truck stand out. With such low mileage, the drivetrain remains strong and well-maintained, running smoothly without any mechanical issues. The owner has taken care of regular maintenance over the years, ensuring it performs just as well today as it did when it first hit the road back in the late 1980s. Now, it's worth mentioning that the truck was involved in one minor accident over 20 years ago. But here's the key detail. It was professionally repaired, and since then it has carried a clean title. That means no salvage history, no major frame damage, and nothing to compromise its long-term reliability. In fact, the accident is a distant footnote in an otherwise excellent history of ownership and care. Cosmetically, both the interior and exterior are in excellent shape for its age. The truck has been garage kept for most of its life, which explains why the paint, trim, and body panels have held up so well. Inside, you'll find a cabin that still looks fresh, with upholstery, dash, and controls all in remarkable condition. For a 36-year-old truck, that's no small feat. The owner has also invested in recent updates to keep everything running properly. These include a new evaporative canister, air conditioning service, head gasket replacement, done proactively for precautionary reasons, along with new window and lock modules. On top of that, it's had a recent oil change, transmission fluid service, and all other fluids topped off. In short, this truck has been kept up to date mechanically, ready for a new owner to enjoy without worry. And if you like peace of mind, there's even a Carfax report available to back up its history. What you're looking at is more than just a used pickup. It's a piece of Ford history that's becoming harder and harder to find. Low-mileage examples of the Ranger XLT long bed simply don't come on the market very often, especially in this kind of condition. Whether you're a collector searching for a well-preserved classic, an enthusiast who appreciates Ford's compact trucks, or simply someone who wants a dependable, character-filled ride, this Ranger checks all the boxes. At $10,500, located in Canal Winchester, this 1989 Ford Ranger XLT long bed offers a rare opportunity to own a classic truck that blends reliability, originality, and timeless appeal. If you've been waiting for the right Ranger to come along, this might just be the one. Number 8, the 1981 Ford F250, priced at $16,000, located in Murrieta, California. What we have here is a remarkable all-original survivor, a 1981 Ford F250 that has stood the test of time with only 51,100 original miles on the clock. This isn't a truck that's been rebuilt, restored, or pieced together. It's as close as you can get to stepping back in time and experiencing a Ford pickup just as it rolled out of factory more than 40 years ago. Under the hood, you'll find Ford's powerful 400 cubic inch V8 engine, paired with an automatic transmission for smooth and confident driving. This truck comes well equipped with power steering, power brakes, and factory air conditioning, making it as comfortable to drive as it is capable. And here's something you don't often see. Factory-installed cruise control and an original AM/FM cassette player, both of which still function as they should. It's these little details that remind you this is not just another old truck. It's a true time capsule. When you look at the condition, The originality really stands out. The cab and floors are solid, free from rust, and the truck retains what is believed to be an original Wimbledon white paint. That classic factory finish has held up well over the decades, with only minor imperfections you'd expect on a survivor truck. The only dent worth noting is on the right side of the bed, something that doesn't take away from its character, but rather emphasizes its honest, original history. Speaking of the bed, there is only light surface rust visible, nothing structural, which is impressive for a truck of this age. The wheels and wheel covers are original, another detail collectors love to see, and they help complete the authentic, untouched appearance. This truck hasn't been overdone or heavily modified. It's simply been preserved, kept running, and enjoyed responsibly. Mechanically, it runs and drives just like new. The 400 V8 fires up strong, the automatic transmission shifts smoothly, and all the factory equipment is in proper working order. This is the kind of truck you can drive confidently right now, while also appreciating its long-term collectible value. Original survivors like this are only getting harder to find, especially in such clean condition. Being a Southern California truck its whole life, it has avoided the harsh winters and salted roads that typically wear these classics down. That means solid metal, original paint, and an overall level of preservation that simply isn't common anymore. For anyone looking for a dependable, well-kept vintage truck, or for collectors searching for a low-mileage survivor, this 1981 Ford F250 offers an incredible opportunity. At $16,000 and located in Murrieta, California, it's not just a workhorse. It's a piece of Ford history that's ready for its next chapter. Trucks like this don't come along often, and when they do, they don't last long. Number 9. The 1978 Chevy C30 Silverado, priced at $7,900, located in Vacaville, California. Here's a solid example of a classic heavy-duty workhorse, the 1978 Chevrolet C30 Silverado Camper Special. With just 62,000 miles on the odometer, this square-body Chevy has plenty of life left, and it represents everything enthusiasts love about late 70s GM trucks: durability, capability, and timeless style. This particular truck comes with an automatic transmission, making it easy to drive despite its size and heavy-duty build. The Silverado trim level gives it a touch of refinement, combining utility with comfort. It's been well cared for, and the seller has kept it up to date with all the necessary maintenance, so it's not just a classic sitting around. It's a truck that's ready to be driven and enjoyed. In the last year alone, several important services and updates have been completed. The carburetor was fully rebuilt, ensuring smooth fuel delivery and reliable performance. All new brake hoses were installed, giving you the confidence that the stopping power is strong and safe. Fresh spark plugs and wires were added, improving ignition and overall drivability. An oil change keeps the motor healthy, while the rear wheel cylinder and fuel pump have also been replaced. Even the door lock and ignition cylinders were updated, so you won't have to worry about small annoyances. This truck is ready to go. On the cosmetic side, the exterior was professionally polished last year, and it still looks sharp today. For a truck that's nearly 5 decades old, that shine makes a statement. It's a head-turner wherever it goes. And since it's already passed California smog testing and is currently registered, you can buy with confidence knowing it's legally ready for the road. The seller makes it clear it has a clean title. It's priced at $7,900 or best offer, and they're not really looking for trades. This is a straightforward, no-nonsense sale from someone who loved the truck, but has decided to move on after picking up another toy. For those who appreciate the classic square-body era, the Chevy C30 Silverado Camper Special is a great choice. Built tough for hauling and towing, but also versatile enough for everyday use. It remains one of the most desirable heavy-duty trucks of its generation. Its combination of low miles, recent maintenance, and clean presentation makes it stand out from many of the project trucks you see on the market today. So whether you're a collector looking for an honest, well-kept square body, or you simply want a dependable vintage pickup with character, this 1978 Chevy C30 Silverado is worth a serious look. Located in Vacaville, California, and priced fairly at $7,900, it's a strong candidate for anyone in the market for a classic truck that's road-ready and full of potential. Number 10. The 1986 Ford F250, listed for $7,000, located in Grants Pass, Oregon. Here's a strong example of a classic heavy-duty pickup, the 1986 Ford F250, finished in a bold red paint. This truck carries the rugged looks and solid build that made Ford's 8th-generation pickups so dependable. With just 100,000 miles on the odometer, it's got plenty of life left, especially for a truck built with Ford's durable engineering. Under the hood, this F250 is powered by a V8 diesel engine, paired with manual transmission and four-wheel drive. That combination gives you plenty of torque for towing, hauling, or tackling rough terrain, while also offering the durability that diesel trucks are known for. Whether you're looking for a capable workhorse or a classic truck to restore and preserve, this F250 offers a strong foundation. The seller describes the condition as good, and it shows in the overall presentation. The body wears a clean red finish that still holds plenty of shine, and it rides on a solid frame with no major concerns noted. Inside, the F250 keeps things simple and functional, true to the work-ready design of the era. It's a straightforward, no-frills truck, built to do the job and do it well. Adding to the value, this truck comes with a clean title, giving buyers peace of mind about its history and ownership. For those who prefer a truck that hasn't been over-modified or altered, this one stays true to its original spirit. It represents that classic Ford toughness, with the capability of a 4x4 diesel and the reliability of a manual gearbox. At $7,000, it's fairly priced for what it offers. Trucks from the 1980s, especially heavy-duty models like the F250, are becoming increasingly sought after by collectors and enthusiasts. They carry a nostalgic appeal while still being practical enough to use, whether on the farm, for hauling equipment, or even as a weekend adventure rig. In short, this 1986 Ford F250 is more than just a pickup. It's a dependable classic with the strength and simplicity that's hard to find in modern trucks. Located in Grants Pass, Oregon, it's ready for its next owner, who can appreciate its diesel power, manual transmission, and timeless Ford toughness. Number 11. The 1990 Dodge Cummins D350, listed at $15,000, located in West Richland. Here's a true legend among heavy-duty trucks, the 1990 Dodge Cummins D350. This one comes equipped with the iconic 5.9 L6BT Cummins turbo diesel engine, a power plant that earned its reputation for being nearly indestructible and delivering unmatched torque for towing and hauling. With only 148,000 miles on the clock, this truck is just getting broken in by Cummins standards. This D350 is a dually, giving it the extra stability and strength needed for heavy loads. It's paired with a 727 automatic transmission, upgraded with a gear vendor's overdrive for better highway cruising and fuel efficiency. Underneath, Bilstein shocks and rebuilt front steering and suspension components ensure a smooth and controlled ride. It also features upgraded Borgeson steering components, plus both front and rear steering stabilizers for precise handling, something you don't always find in older trucks. The truck rides on its original wheels, wrapped in tires that are still in excellent shape, ready to hit the road. A slider rear window adds functionality, while the exterior shows off clean lines enhanced by clear lens LED headlights and taillights. Even the gauge cluster has been upgraded with LED lighting, giving the interior a modern touch while maintaining that classic Dodge charm. Inside, comfort and convenience weren't overlooked. A double-din Kenwood Excellent head unit has been installed, complete with backup camera and dash cam for safety and peace of mind. The overall setup blends the ruggedness of a workhorse with the usability of a modern driver. Performance upgrades add even more value. This truck is fitted with a THD fuel pin, a 4-inch stainless steel diamond eye exhaust, a 3,200 governor spring, and an HX35 turbo. On the A-pillar, you'll find a full set of gauges, pyrometer, boost, and tachometer, so you can keep close tabs on performance while driving. The seller describes it as driving like a dream, with strong acceleration, solid braking, and tight steering. Most importantly, the truck carries a clean title, so buyers can purchase with confidence. At $15,000, it's fairly priced considering the upgrades, condition, and the fact that first-generation Cummins-powered Dodges are becoming harder to find, especially in well-maintained, ready-to-drive condition like this one. In short, this 1990 Dodge Cummins D350 is more than just a pickup. It's a piece of truck history, offering legendary diesel power, thoughtful upgrades, and daily usability. Whether you're looking for a reliable work rig, a tow beast, or a classic to keep and appreciate, this D350 is ready for its next chapter in West Richland. Number 12, the 1970 Chevrolet C10 pickup, listed at $8,950, located in Mount Vernon. Here's a true American classic. The 1970 Chevrolet C10 custom pickup, one of the most beloved trucks from Chevy's golden era. This half-ton pickup is powered by the reliable 350 V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission, giving it that perfect mix of vintage power and everyday drivability. With 126,000 miles showing on the odometer, it has clearly lived a full life, yet still runs and drives strong. This particular C10 holds a special story. It was fully restored about 25 years ago. At that time, the engine was gone through, the transmission was rebuilt, and the entire truck was refreshed inside and out. That careful work has kept it in excellent running condition to this day. Even after years of sitting, it fires up, drives well, and remains a solid example of truck that's been cared for and maintained over decades. Cosmetically, the truck still wears its factory color, a true nod to its originality. Over time, some minor rust has appeared, which is not uncommon for a vehicle this age, but the overall body remains in good condition. This makes it a great candidate for either a full modern restoration or simply enjoyed as is with its current vintage character. The best part, everything still works, which means you're not just buying a project, you're buying a driver. The clean title adds peace of mind, making the purchase straightforward. Trucks like this are becoming harder to find, especially ones that haven't been heavily modified or stripped down. This C10 remains largely original in spirit, carrying that unmistakable late 60s, early 70s Chevy truck charm. For just $8,950 or best offer, you're looking at a solid entry point into the world of classic trucks. Whether you're a collector looking for another gem, an enthusiast searching for a weekend cruiser, or someone who simply loves the rugged style of vintage American pickups, this Chevrolet C10 is ready to fill that role. In short, this 1970 Chevy C10 custom pickup offers timeless design, proven reliability, and a history of proper care. It's not just a truck. It's a rolling piece of Chevrolet history, waiting for its next chapter in Mount Vernon. Number 13. The 1972 Ford F250, listed at $12,500, located in Hereford. Up for sale is a true survivor from the golden era of Ford trucks. The 1972 Ford F250, presented here in excellent original condition, with just 51,902 miles showing on the odometer. This truck is a rare example of how well a classic can age when cared for properly. It's equipped with a strong and dependable 390 cubic inch V8 engine, paired with an automatic transmission, power steering, and power brakes. The truck also came with factory air conditioning, though it will need some attention to bring it back to full working order. What makes this F250 stand out is its originality and history. The seller purchased it directly from the original owner only a year ago, and during that time has carefully gone to the truck, replacing and upgrading several parts to ensure it runs, steers, and shifts just as it should. Documentation of this work has been kept, providing peace of mind for the next buyer. Unlike so many trucks from this era, this one has never been an fender bender, and being an Arizona truck, it remains rust-free, something that's becoming increasingly hard to find. Cosmetically, it's in excellent condition for its age, retaining that unmistakable early 70s Ford styling that collectors and enthusiasts love. From the bold front grille to the clean body lines, this F250 embodies rugged simplicity and durability. Step inside and you'll find a cabin that matches the truck's well-kept exterior, showing just enough vintage character to remind you it's over 50 years old, but without the excessive wear and tear you'd expect. The current owner originally purchased this F250 with the idea of keeping it as a fun weekend driver and a backup for his work truck. However, as often happens, life and space constraints got in the way. It simply doesn't fit in his garage alongside his other vehicles, and he hasn't used it as much as planned. That means his loss is truly someone else's gain. For $12,500, you're not just buying a truck, you're investing in a piece of Ford history. Trucks like this, especially ones in original rust-free condition with such low miles, are getting harder and harder to find. Whether you're a collector looking for a show-worthy classic or an enthusiast who wants a dependable vintage truck to enjoy on the weekends, this 1972 F250 is ready to deliver. Located in Hereford, this Ford represents the best of both worlds: originality, reliability, and timeless design. Don't miss your chance to own a clean, well-documented, and rust-free Arizona classic. Number 14. The 1971 Ford F150 Sport Custom, listed at $650, located in 9 Mile Falls. Here's an opportunity to pick up a classic Ford project at an affordable price. Up for sale is a 1971 Ford F150 Sport Custom long bed, two-wheel drive. Known as Par Ford's beloved bump-side generation of pickups, this truck represents a time when durability and simple design were the hallmarks of American workhorses. While this particular F100 is currently non-running, it does come with either a 351 or a 400 cubic inch V8 under the hood, paired with Ford's reliable C6 automatic transmission. It rolls and steers as it should, making it manageable to move and load, which is a plus for anyone planning to bring it home as a project base. The seller is up front. There's no title for this truck, as the previous owner lost it. For some buyers, that means this truck is best suited for parts, restoration, or a dedicated project build, such as a 4x4 conversion the seller originally had in mind. But whether you're looking for a parts donor, a restoration candidate, or simply a classic body to use in a custom build, this F100 offers plenty of potential. The bones are there, the long bed, the classic bump side styling, and the mechanical foundation that enthusiasts love. At just $650, this is priced to move quickly, and it's hard to argue with the value for anyone in the market for a vintage Ford pickup. Trucks like this, even as projects, are increasingly harder to find, especially with complete body and drivetrain included. While it doesn't run today, these engines and transmissions are well supported in the aftermarket, meaning sourcing parts or even swapping in something new is very much within reach for anyone with a vision and skills. The truck is located in 9 Mile Falls, not far from the Ore Park, and the seller has made it clear: no trades, no payments, and no holds. It's strictly a cash sale, first come, first served. The good news is the seller does have a tractor available to assist with loading, and if you don't have the means to haul it yourself, local delivery might be possible for an additional fee. For those who have been searching for a budget-friendly entry point into classic trucks or a solid base for a custom build, this 1971 Ford F150 Sport Custom might just be the perfect fit. With its timeless styling, strong drivetrain components, and low price tag, it's a project waiting for the right person to bring it back to life. Number 15. The 1977 Dodge D200, listed at $3,500, located in Albuquerque. Here's a chance to own a classic Dodge workhorse from the late 1970s. Up for sale is a 1977 Dodge D200, a 3/4-ton pickup that represents the era when Dodge trucks were built tough, straightforward, and ready to handle whatever was thrown their way. This one comes with a 318 cubic inch V8 engine under the hood, paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission, an iconic setup that has proven itself over the decades. With only 77,800 miles showing on the odometer, this Dodge still has plenty of life left. While the seller is clear that it does need some work, the important thing to note is that it runs, giving you a solid foundation to either restore, refresh, or simply fix up and use as a reliable driver. Trucks like this were built with simplicity in mind, which makes them relatively easy to work on compared to modern pickups overloaded with electronics. The Dodge D200 sits in that sweet spot between collectible classic and usable utility. For enthusiasts, it's a project candidate with great bones. For someone just needing a dependable truck with character, it's an affordable way to put a vintage V8 pickup on the road. The Dodge D-Series, especially in the 1970s, carried a rugged design and presence that's instantly recognizable, and this D200 keeps that spirit alive. Cosmetically, details weren't given in the listing, but at this price point, it's safe to say this isn't a show truck. It's a project truck or a solid daily work rig for someone who appreciates vintage iron. The beauty of a classic Dodge like this is that it doesn't need to be perfect to be useful. With its stout frame and proven drivetrain, it can easily handle hauling, farm use, or weekend projects, while giving you the satisfaction of owning a piece of Mopar history. Priced at just $3,500 or best offer, this truck is well within reach for hobbyists, collectors, or anyone wanting to get into the classic pickup scene without breaking the bank. Considering the rising demand for old Dodge trucks, especially survivors that still run, this D200 offers a lot of value for money. The truck is located in Albuquerque, and the seller is motivated but firm. Cash talks. If you're someone who enjoys turning wrenches, bringing an old truck back to life, or simply wants a vintage driver with character, this 1977 Dodge D200 could be a great choice. It runs, it drives, and it carries the timeless strength of Dodge's late 70s pickups.